Shit just goes on and on, you know. Next thing you know, somebody might try to smoke me. Don't matter though. We all gotta go sometime.
Times is perilous. I guarantee your therapist is unprepared for this. It's crazy when the terrorists control the narrative. I'm noticing they less Arabic and more Aerosmith. Place my feet on the water, Peter was fragile and battling them dragons in a snow-covered garrison with a lion and a javelin. Collide with Pharaoh, eye on the sparrow. My path narrow as the air behind the arrow. Deep as a Dow zones. The flow get folded like calzones. With you from tenements and brownstones. Every breath is a milestone. Inhale them chemtrails and that scent smell. You can do time cause you black, that's a skin cell. You can lose your mind in confinement cause you in hell. Assed out with a pimp cell. We gon' find where you at, I can promise you that. Christ return quakish, even the Amish get whacked. I can smell revenge, I kinda need it tonight. When I say for the police, I'm not being polite. In that day a white priest cannot read him his rights. I hails Mary night.
Put that red cherry yacht project 12. Come on, bring us in, bring us in. Bring us in.
We in this building.
We in this building. Boom.
We got that sound bite?
There it is. Yeah, we should have had it. You're a little too far away.
Oh, praise God.
Yeah, you way over at the end. You the
I
only
was
one.
told I
You
could
separated.
have my own corner.
You separated. These be they.
Turn me up.
I was from Gershon.
Anyways, we back.
Yep,
Armor of God is back once again.
Yes, sir.
All praises.
You know.
Let's get
Got your host, myself, Officer Abraham, and to my left,
Officer Sear.
to my right,
Officer Pelias.
and this is the
Armor of God. Armor of God. Radio show. Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy. So, hey, we are concluding. So, this is what we're doing today. We're concluding the Planet of the Apes, the Planet of God series that we had to do. It was a lot in there because it was, again, the longest running movie series that's been out from ever. It's longer than Harry Potter, longer than all those. So, and we have some good stuff. And we, for our 30-minute topic, we're going to touch on a little bit of what we have that's coming up next week. And it's going to be good. We're going to get a lot of your children. We're going to get a lot of them because a lot of them focused on that stuff. A lot of them focused on some of this stuff.
Let's go.
So we're going to try to make sure we help your children get in the right mind state, right mindset. All right? Real quick, Ephesians. Because this is the whole purpose of Armor of God. Give me Ephesians real quick.
Yes, sir.
Why some moron be like this? Oh, he said we're going to get your children. No, simpleton. We're talking about helping them out. We're going to get your children. I hear morons. Nah, because they be trying to find little...
It's morons with 2 O's.
Yes. More... You read the scripture. I'm done. No, I'm done with him.
I got you.
I'm done with him. He read it. Okay.
Ephesians chapter 6.
That's why I said I'm done with him. All right, go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God.
Why?
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So, a lot of ways that the devil can catch us is by the things he put out in his media. You know what precept I want? Give me that.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
Cast out of his mouth through his media, his waves. Water as a flood. Go ahead.
Woman.
Think about it. His radio waves, water. Same thing, same tandem. Go ahead.
After the woman.
That would be us, Israel. Go ahead.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Cause her to be carried away through his television waves, his radio waves, so that way we can be wiped out. We'll be completely deserted in our minds, dead. Go to Revelation 18.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's verse... 15, you know, I want deceived through their sorceries. I think it's 15. Where that at? I like that one along with Revelation 12 now. That's one of my beginners. There might be deceived.
Yeah, 23. Revelation chapter 18, verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Right, so after the Babylon's destroyed, once we now dodge all of the wickedness that they push out through their media, the flood that came, once we dodge that and America's done, this light not going to be shining here in America no more. Come on.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
America's rejoicing is finished. Go ahead.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
The merchants, the corporate America, the entertainment business, all of that, there was the great men of the earth. Those who sold us, all of them, America as a whole, great men of the earth. Go ahead.
For by thy sorceries,
your witchcraft, go ahead,
were all nations deceived.
us and the other nations. So, that being said, here's a deception. Hot take. The first photo that I have on the AOG radio, I want you to pull it up because as of when I'm bringing this out, it's coming out tonight at 9. So by the time y'all see it, it would be like a week or two late. House Dragon. So is that all must choose House of the Dragon. So this is the Game of Thrones series, right? Real quick, picture in picture. This series, just to give you brief, we're not going to dig into this whole thing. I'm not doing that. But I will briefly tell you that the last series, Game of Thrones, the first one, that's what I'm trying to say. Before it got to House of Dragon, those of y'all who watch, y'all know what I'm talking about. All of this is Dark Ages. This is all Dark Ages. The Targaryens is a representation of Israel and the Moors when they ruled throughout the world, okay? They had this kingdom named Meereen. Meereen would be the so-called Arabs. They have the other kingdoms that was surrounded around us. Like you have the White Walkers, you have the Northmen, you have the Wall. All of that stuff was real, but it was all during the Dark Ages. The Targaryens was us, ruled for, like it says during the show, 1,000 years. That was us. So once they had came down, because even the dragons, I forget the name of the warrior. It wasn't Saint Maurice. It was it Saint George? I forget the name of the warrior. He had killed many of the dragons, but they also used to terrorize cities, and some of them were used for combat during that time. Matter of fact, real quick, go to Leviticus 11.
Sir.
You know what I want?
Yes, sir.
Give me that, Leviticus 11, just to show you.
Leviticus 11 and
20.
verse. Well, I'm trying to look for the words right now. Leviticus 11 and verse 20.
Yeah, verse 20.
All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you.
Now, fowl is talking about a bird, but it says all birds that creep going upon all fours, that's able to walk on all four of its legs, or its wing, two wings and the legs. Okay, there's not a lot of birds that's able to do that. There's not a lot of things that fly that's able to do that. Can y'all get, if y'all can find IT, can y'all find, I didn't get it for you, but can y'all find a quick clip of a dragon walking, a pterodactyl walking? Dragon is probably easier to spell.
It's St. George.
I want y'all to think about it. During the dietary law, Moses, when he was giving them the law, he had to show them sometimes about things that you could eat and things that you can't. When it came to this part in verse 20, all fowls that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination. He showed them. He was like, look, you see that right there that's flying? You can't eat those. They crawl upon all fours. Then you saw dragons walking. You saw pterodactyls walking because they were dinosaurs during this time.
Uh-oh.
All fowl. So even the ones that you think are fake, some people think dinosaurs are fake. All fowl that walk upon all fours are an abomination.
Are we low on our bomb budget?
We must be.
It's like we don't have bombs.
I don't know. They treat Armor of God like the concubine. I finally said it on the waves now.
Oh,
hey,
Lord,
WJAI, we appreciate y'all for actually tuning in, by the way. And continue to come on. And as well, subscribe, IUIC Raleigh, so that way you can get it in full effect. You got a video? All you had to do is just go on YouTube and look up dragon walking. All right, let me see.
All praise. Hey, hold on real quick. Shout out to the Soldier Harem for the dope TV screen. We done upgraded y'all. We done upgraded.
Yeah. See our little setup. Shout out to the Hymn of Harem.
Go ahead. Yeah, this is whack, but I'll take it. So yeah, see how it's walking upon all fours? Right. So that's how you're doing. Now I was looking for more of a Game of Thrones kind of thing, but that's what they was actually doing. When it's talking about, read that scripture again. Leviticus 11.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 20. All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you.
And they had different kinds of beasts that crawled on all four that can fly. So those are one of them. So when you look at the show Game of Thrones, bring up that thumbnail again. When you bring up that House of Dragon or Game of Thrones and you actually watch that, that's going into history about when things start to get a little turbulent toward the latter end of our rulership. There was this thing called the 100 Years' War. And during the 100 Years' War, they had a lot of problems that was going on within the kingdom of ours, right? And within that 100 Years' War, they had like a big uprising of the church, which inside the show would be the septon, the scepter or something like that. I forget. The scepter is like the staff, but it's like they called it the high septon. That's what they called it, the high septon. And it was a star with 7 sides, right? And they had their high priests that go over towards their gods, old gods and new gods, and so on and so forth. So, and they made sure that the one that you see in green, they always went by family names. The one that you see in green is the one who actually start to push forward with that religion a bit more. And the one that you see in a black, even though you see both white women, the one that you see in a black would have actually been a black woman that actually was a Targaryen, and that would have been us. But then you see now the church fighting against the state. This is what you're starting to see. The Catholics, this is how you know there's truth to this. King James, you might know what I'm about to get into with this, here. King James, during the time when he had to authorize the translation of the Bible, they and the translators, about 47 of them, had went through a lot of persecution during the time when they had to get it retranslated. And the main ones persecuting them were their own people who did not like the translation. They didn't want to be actually told how to actually live their lives. But it was the church, the Roman Catholic Church. The Catholic Church charged after them for that because they didn't want. They used to use confessional booths. So let's say, for example, see you was get the, if you can, something like a shot. Maybe you might have to switch the camera angle or something. So let's say you're the priest and I'm in the confessional booth. I'm telling you all of my business, right? You're the priest. Now, everything that I said, some of it could be crime, but it's not supposed to be able, on the grounds of the church, nothing was, you'll be safe. They used to use that to get advantage over the people. And so King James, he saw it. He was like, nah, we can't have this. And this was during the late 1500s, early 1600s. And he was like, you know what? We need to be able to translate the Bible into the language that's best spoken so that way everybody can see what the Bible says and then we not be fooled or tricked by the Pope.
He's trying to take power from the Christian church.
Trying to take power from the church. And so that's what that was going on here on the show. Give me that thumbnail one more again. When you start seeing this, they start to have fights against the ruling powers, and then the church started to try to get their own leaders, Templars and so on and so forth. But they mixed it up and made it a little bit more sci-fi fantasy-like. That's what they did. So when you're watching the show, it's all going into history of the Dark Ages, and maybe one day I'll talk about the Dark Ages, but not the show. So
can I get some, officer?
Yeah.
Proverbs 21:1. To go with what officer was saying, and remember also, officer, the reason why King James, of course you know this, he got, I think it was 90% of it from Tinsdale, correct?
Yeah, there was Tinsdale, and there was the Bishop's Bible.
The Bishop's Bible, and then they had the Genevan Bible and all of that. But read that.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1.
Yep.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
The scripture said the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. So King James just didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, I think I'm going to do this, or I just feel like doing this because I'm a king. The Lord put the spirit on King James to do that because he understood the stuff that was going on during that time, where only the elite wanted the Bible and they want nobody else to read it.
Right.
So that scripture goes with that. Is more on that?
Yes, sir. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
So however the Lord wants your mind to work or your heart to move, the Lord will do that for you. Just like in Job 33, it says, while you sleep, the Lord seals instructions in your mind. A lot of us think when we get up in the morning, oh, I just have to go here for some reason. Mm-hmm. The Lord sealed your way and ordered your steps to do that. It's the same way he did with King James. He ordered his steps to finish the Bible and have it translated into language so that everybody can understand it.
Right. Right. So all of that stuff played on, but they, again, fantasized it and put it on the show House of Dragon. And then when you see even here, right, I have the 1611 King James Bible, and there's actually words, a lot of words, and they give you the names of the people that translate. It tells you the colleges that they did it at, Cambridge, Oxford, Westminster. It tells you that. I got all of their names. The translators, after their persecution, when they had the time to do it, they had gave us words that they had of things they went through while translating the Bible into English, Spanish, whatever the case is. They had came out with words, and here it is right here. Look. It's right there. If it can, I don't know if it can focus on it. So, anyways. is in the Bible.
Right.
It's in there. Yeah, I was hoping that I was going to do it. But anyways, we'll probably get in post, have it up there, and then I'll just share it like that. So that way you can see it. But it's the translators to the reader. And so that's what it's talking about. And they actually tell you this is what went on. But no, the New King James don't got that. The English Standard, what's another one?
The
NIV,
the QJV, the QJV.
Oh, the QJV, that's a new one.
They don't even have certain
Queen James
scriptures.
version.
They don't even have certain scriptures in there.
Yeah, so all of those don't have nothing. The translators don't have no message for you. You just read it. But this one actually gives you what they went through to translate it, which shows you that it's even more accurate. All of that to bring out to the fact that when it was actually going through that in House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, they put all of that information in there, but they fantasized it about one kingdom against the next, one family against the next, without telling you about the other inner workings that was going on in the kingship. So, wow, I thought that was interesting. Yeah, they low budget on bombs.
Hey, you mentioned,
yeah.
If I can, you said something about dragons and dinosaurs and stuff, right? Because a lot of people think, it's a little off topic, but a lot of people think that, what happened to a bomb came and what?
Meteorite
fell and killed everything millions of years ago. Read Jeremiah 31 and verse 37.
Dinosaurs aren't dead, by the way, y'all.
Oh, no, you already know what's going on. You already know.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 37.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured.
So God said, if you on earth, Edomites, whoever, can measure the heavens above, read.
And the foundations of the earth searched out.
The foundations of the earth searched out. So if you can search out all the foundations of the earth, read.
I also will cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord.
Well, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, we're not cast off.
That's right.
We're still here.
Right.
So if we're still here, officer, that means everything beneath the sea hasn't been searched out. And that means the other foundations of the earth haven't been searched out.
Right.
Nobody can get there.
Right.
So what do you think the dinosaurs are today? They're on those foundations of the earth that have not been searched out.
Let me help you out with that. Hey, I had just sent y'all something. It was a TikTok video. It was a TikTok video. So this is all, again, I say we ain't breaking that thing down. I'm not going to find the time to do that. House of Dragon is way too in-depth. So, so check this out. I had sent this TikTok video. I don't know how long it might take for y'all to download it or whatever.
Hey, while he's getting it, just to mention some of those dinosaurs and things like that, we think it's far-fetched to talk about dinosaurs in the Bible and stuff. When you literally see
their bones,
the smaller, that too, but the smaller versions of them are all right. Like a Komodo dragon is a dinosaur. It's just a smaller one. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seeing the huge ones, but they're still around. They're moving around all day. But it's far-fetched.
Issachar was dealing with, not Officer Issachar, I'm talking about real Issachar.
Yeah, they rode on their back.
They rode on dinosaurs.
They were riding them.
They was riding them. And that's sketched on stones when Christopher Columbus and them came over here. That's on the stones.
Hey, even I'm going to tell you this. The term dinosaur, right? I have the definition here. It just means a fossil reptile of the Mesozoic era in many species reaching an enormous size, right? But the main part that they like to focus on when it says dinosaur is the fact that it says fossil, or it says something that's outdated or become old and obsolete. Even the term dinosaur, God don't use that term because they're not outdated. They're still alive. When you say dinosaur, you're claiming that they're dead, that they're fossilized, that they're old. Right. They're a leviathan. They are a behemoth.
And a behemoth.
Yeah.
And a behemoth.
That's what they are. They're alive currently. Matter, you have that video for me on TikTok? Let me see it. I wasn't planning on going here, but why not?
We in it now.
Why is this?
Africa is a really massive continent, and most people don't even realize just how massive it is.
Now pause it real quick.
Looking on a map.
So I'm gonna tell you, Africa, it says, is huge, right? So, because again, one of the things, bring me up again. Yeah, picture in picture or something like that. Or no, full screen because it's gonna look weird right there. Give me full screen real quick. So, one thing, and I thought about doing this. I pulled myself back because there was a lot of other things coming up. But I had, just to let y'all know, WGAI as well, I had full intention, y'all might remember this, to break down all of those lies that science tells us growing up. You remember the show, it's on Netflix about the creatures, the creatures that's on the earth and whatnot, and they say, oh, well, they start to evolve once it came from this. And you remember that?
Yeah, the Darwin theory. And all
the Darwin theory. Yeah. All that stuff, the Big Bang, and then how the dinosaurs died with a meteorite. There's a lot of issues with that doctrine. Black people never ask. Never ask.
Nope.
For one, if it was a meteorite that caused a big crater within the earth, right? That killed every species on the planet, where's the proof of that?
Hey, black people don't ever ask white people stuff.
They
ask black people all types of questions for proof and validation.
There is no proof of that. Like, they might go to that one little crater that's on the other side of the world where it looks like fire is in there, but there's already debunked. Because then that crater, being a part of the earth, right? Whether it was a meteor that hit it or not, that right there is on fire still because of gas that's underneath it. That had nothing to do because of a freaking meteor smacking earth and then killing everything that was on the planet. Nope, there's no proof of that. Because look, even this, right? Even if that did happen, outside of just the location of where that meteor fell, there should still around the world be proof. There should still around the world be proof that that fire circumferenced around the earth. There should be proof of that.
Hey, officer.
There isn't.
Right.
And you know what else? You know the flood happened, whether you believe in the Bible or not, because you can go to any place. You can go to China, Japan. All of their ancestors has a flood story.
Yeah, all of them.
Hey,
That's how you know that happened. There's no history of a Big Bang.
they had a show where they were proving that too. They were going into different places where it's already deep in the earth. Like they don't have to do too much digging. The sediment levels, like it don't even match. Like they proved it with sediment levels, like the different layers, that there had to be some type of, they call it a deluge, like a huge flood.
Yeah. You know what? Here's another thing how you can prove that again. They found fossils of regular fish on the top of mountains.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the Ararat or what? They found fossils of regular fish on the top. There's no reason, if all of history, if it's billions of years, which is not, if it's billions of years old, why in the hell are there fish up there? How did it get there? Yes. It was covered. Because at best, here's another one to freak your tradition out. At best, the earth is maybe 13,000 and some years old.
Uh-oh.
At best.
Uh-oh.
At best. Because, real quick, okay.
That's not what Darwin said.
Real quick, give me Peter. Let me prove my point. Give me Peter.
Trust nobody named Darwin.
Let's go.
Yeah, and we were watching a video. They had this guy. He was like, "You do it one more time, you do."
Hey, that's what you do when you find out the truth. They lied to you. You say, you lied to me one more time. You do.
I'm a real boy.
I don't care about none of it.
I don't care about none of it. Go ahead. What was that? 1 Peter 3?
Yes, sir.
2 Peter.
What you want?
The day with the Lord. 2 Peter 3.
Yes, sir. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8.
Yep.
But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
Don't be stupid about this one thing. Go ahead.
That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years,
Uh-huh.
and 1,000 years as one day.
All right, so let's examine that for a second. When he said that now in human terms, he had to make it simple for us so that way we see every 7 days as the Sabbath. So in our time is 7 days, come the 7th day is the Sabbath time. But let's just, for a second. When he built everything to make it, to understand it, that was 7,000 years it took to build everything they had did. That was 7,000, right? So you have 7,000 there, and then it was 4,000 from, I think, Adam to Christ. So that's what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 2,000 from Christ till now. And currently we're in that third day. Go to Hosea chapter 6.
Yes, sir.
So 7,000 to create the world, 4,000 from Adam to Christ, and then 2,000 from Christ till now. That's 13. We're in the midst of that now, third day about to wake up. Watch, read that.
My bad. I went to Hebrews. I was going to Hebrews 4. My bad.
Hosea 6 and 1.
Hosea chapter 6 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Come and let us return unto the Lord.
Right.
For he hath torn and he will heal us.
Right.
He hath smitten and he will bind us up.
He is smitten and he will bind us up. Go ahead.
After 2 days
2,000 years.
will he revive us.
Uh-huh.
In the third day.
Third thousand getting closer. Now we're getting up to that 14,000. That's a big point there. Go ahead.
He will raise us up and we shall live in his sight.
Because right, that's what we're in the midst of. We're about to now reach the Sabbath. This is why I say that. We're about to now reach the Sabbath that God will make sure everybody on the planet honors. Because he ain't going to miss the Sabbath for no Negro. Right. He had celebrated it after he got done his creation. Now it's about to get re-celebrated come this next 7,000. At best, it's 13,000 in some years. And then that now next 7,000 is almost up. And that's when the world is going to have it end. Watch. Go to Revelation chapter 20 verse 4.
Yes, sir.
And then this is why I'm going to cap it right here.
The book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Page is dropping. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them.
So judgment was given, meaning power. We got power at this time. Go ahead.
Right. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus.
Those of us who die in this truth, we're going to wind up being raised in that day and then get power with Christ. Go ahead.
And for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast.
Worship the beast? Which is America. Go ahead.
Neither his image.
Neither his religions.
Neither had received his mark upon their foreheads.
And we didn't accept none of their ways. Go ahead.
Or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years.
That last 1,000 years is that third is now going to be that 14,000. Excuse me. It's going to be that 14,000. Finish. Boom. That 1,000 that we now going to live with Christ and then be as the Sabbath. If you want more recommendation on that, Bishop did a class called The 1,000 Years is the Sabbath. So what? They got more?
I was going to say, can I get one?
Huh? Oh God!
Are you going to cap?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me get the.
All right, you want to cap?
Yeah.
All right, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm not. I wasn't
sir,
trying to.
yes, sir.
There was a reason why I brought that out.
Oh,
so, at best, there's the whole Big Bang and all of that other crazy crap, right? There was billions, and based off of this rock, I want proof that you know that rock is a couple billion years old. Show me. I want proof. If you got it, it should be able to be easily explained. Don't try to confuse me with words. Everything we said, like what we just did, we got very basic, right to the point scripture to show you why we say the earth is at best 13,000 plus years.
Hey, they said molecules ran into each other, and the friction from that caused a big bang or something similar to an explosion. And it's like, okay, you have all this to like try to wash away God. Who put the molecules there? Let's start with molecules.
Yeah, their thought of God is encompassed about things that God created, when God really is outside of your parameters of thinking.
Right.
He's outside of your parameters of thinking. When God created everything, he didn't create just one dimension. I had to pause for a second. He didn't create just one dimension. It was multi-dimensional that he had created. And guess what? After he had created it, it's still going. But anyways, give me the video.
And when y'all do try to explain it, do not use carbon dating. Cut them. Yeah. Don't use carbon dating.
Because
can't do it.
Yeah, so all of that science and all that stuff is garbage. So that's why, because we was going off of the whole House of Dragon thing, and then how during the Dark Ages and whatnot, and then there was the dinosaurs, right? So, yeah, and Behemoth and whatnot, right? So Behemoth, it was like, if you can search out all of the world and everything in it, then my people, they won't be here no more, something like that, right? So when you look at that, you look at, it's dragons, so it's mythical, it's fake. No, they were actually real. And this is how you know that the whole world hasn't been searched out. I guarantee you what they bring on this thing right here, most of y'all haven't heard this. Let's play it.
Africa is a really massive continent, and most people don't even realize just how massive it is.
The maps have been tampered
Looking
with.
on a map, its size seems pretty unimpressive, and it looks to be a similar size to Greenland.
Which is a lie.
But in reality, the continent is more than 14 times larger.
Now watch this.
And this is because the further land gets from the equator, the larger it appears to be on the map.
Right.
This
so
map
that means that means once it gets from the equator, it actually starts to grow. Right? Like I have proof of that actually. I have proof of that. I can do it right here on the map. On my, let me see if I have Google Earth. Let me see. Do I have Google Earth? I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna send y'all something in a second. Keep playing.
Also the reason why Africa seems so much smaller than it actually is. In fact, Africa is so large that the countries of Russia, India, China, the US, and Japan could fit inside it with plenty of room to spare.
Pause.
Wow.
Now,
and Russia's
when they looked at it, Russia is freaking massive. But notice the black continent they made smaller, and the white one is the one they enlarged. But in truth, Africa is big enough to where all of those countries can fit in there with room to spare.
Wow.
Russia.
Wow. That's why they still pulling resources from it to this day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. They didn't even scratch the surface. They didn't scratch.
And that's why those behemoths and those Enochs are in the Congo. They can't search the depths of that I guess I would say jungle, the depths of that jungle.
Right. You know. So keep going.
Fair. and just the single country of the Algeria is larger than the UK, Ireland, and Belgium all combined.
Wow.
But its land area isn't the only thing that's big. Africa is also home to 1.4 billion people, a huge number which is expected to increase to about 2.4 billion by the year 2050. Africa...
All right, so watch this. Now, I'm about to send y'all something. It says when it gets below the equator, it actually appears larger than what it really is, right? So I'm about to send y'all something as proof. And I'm doing something on my phone with Google Earth that people usually skip. This is like my second time doing something with Google Earth, and people be like, oh, what the hell? So now, I'm about to send y'all something. I'm about to mess y'all up. I see Siri, he looking at me, he's like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
You gonna learn today.
So look, watch, I'm about to send y'all something now. All right, so as that's sending, y'all got something to say? Go ahead, say something. All right, don't worry about it. I sent it already.
It's there. It's there.
They're terrible. I sent it to y'all.
Siri already used 2 scripts.
Yep, that's all I got.
I'm still counting, bro.
That was it. That was it.
I blessed him with 10 more.
I appreciate it.
He said, boo. He said, boo. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Gad lover.
Okay.
All praise.
All right, so look. Now, can you, hey, listen, this is my video. We don't have to use our thing. Just give me the full, you know. Yeah, there we go. So, take me off. Now, I want you to pay close attention. Remember, in the video, it said, because I'm just disapproving science at this moment, and the maps. So this is part of the random topics. Because look, science is one of those things that's also a religion to people. The reason why they don't believe in God is because they believe that everything can be proven with science when science is full of crap. At least the modern science, let me say it like that. We use science, but it wasn't opposed to God. Right. The science that we did back in the day was in relation with God.
Right.
It wasn't oppositions of science. It was in relation to God.
He gave it to us.
Yeah, so he gave us the understanding. We just used it along with what he gave us, and I got proof of that. They use science that's against God to prove that God isn't there. So that's why it says oppositions of science, falsely so-called. So nothing wrong with science as long as it's with God's understanding.
Right.
So the further land gets further from the equator, it gets larger, right? South America also is bigger than what it looks also. That's another thing, but I'm not getting to that today. I'm talking about Africa, which is bigger, way bigger. Watch this. I'm going to show you. Here's proof. This is on Google Earth. Play. Now I want you to see. I'm twirling it around, right? Now that's the equator, that white line that's in the middle. But I want you to notice, as I start scrolling down, look at what looks to stretch. So it looks like it's regular now, right? But when I scroll down, notice, it looks like the land is that much closer toward Antarctica. So it's way bigger at the bottom portion down there. See, look, pause it right there. It looked like it was further away when it was flat, like face front. But then once you start to scroll down and then you see it enlarges, and it's a little closer to Antarctica than you think. That's why when the bishops and then went to South Africa, they say it's cold down here. It wasn't far from Antarctica. It's a lot bigger than what people think it is. This earth is a lot bigger than what people think it is. Matter of fact, real quick, 2 Maccabees chapter 2, about the ark.
Sir. The book of 2 Maccabees.
You had pulled the scripture and it got me on a tangent. I wasn't even going in this area, but why not?
Let's do it.
I might change the title of the show. But go ahead.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 4.
Let's go.
It was also contained in the same writing that the prophet, being warned of God, commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him.
To go with him, the ark to go with him. Hey, it's not part of the thing right here, but on the class that I'm doing with Biblical Game of Thrones, I gave y'all a photo of the ark. Do y'all have it? Give me that real quick. Give me that real quick. Read that again.
It was also contained in the same writing that the prophet, being warned of God, commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him.
And the ark to go with it. So that's the ark, right? So they had grabbed the ark. And then now this is what happened with it. Picture in picture. Go ahead.
As he went forth into the mountain.
As he went forth to the mountain. Go ahead.
Where Moses climbed up and saw the heritage of God.
And saw the heritage of God. Go ahead.
And when Jeremy came thither, he found an hollow cave, wherein he laid the tabernacle and the ark, and the altar of incense. And some of those that followed him came to mark the way.
So they came to try to mark the way to see if they can go back and get it and follow it. Go ahead.
But they could not.
But they couldn't.
Find
So
it.
you know what that's similar to? Find me the film. We got to do one on this sometime in the future. I'm not pressed to do it quick. but a show that we just for some reason skip. Give me the clip with Transformers. Give me the clip with Transformers when they went to the desert and they tried to find the
Allspark.
Was it the Allspark or was it the Matrix? It was one of them. They was in the desert trying to find.
I'm not a Transformers fan.
Yeah. Oh, you bugging? Hey,
I watched them. I just
now watch it again. I'm telling you, it's like Matrix style.
Okay.
What is it? I think it's the Matrix. They tried to find it, but then there was like the knights were guarding. It was the Matrix. That's what it was. They was trying to find the Matrix. That's what it was trying to find. It was like this thing.
The spark.
No, not the actual show.
No, the Transformers.
On Transformers, they were trying to find
the Matrix.
The Matrix of life. It's something like that.
The light part was in The Rise of the Beast, where they actually found it.
Yeah.
That one was about Northern Kingdom. And when they was trying to find, remember they had to go to Inca, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they had to go to the Inca
everything was
tribe.
written in Hebrew and stuff. They couldn't understand it.
Right.
The thing was fire.
So
all that about Israel.
Right. So hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I think they don't know. Y'all probably didn't even watch Transformers. Finding. Say something real quick. Let me find this.
That's a video game too. Cartoon.
Yeah, I was trying to send it, but it didn't send. But they also lie on the flat maps, those maps that we have in classrooms and such, because they got Russia as like the biggest country on the face of the earth, and then you see Greenland second on the flat maps. But when you really look at it, Africa is much larger than both of those, and even what it also is going into with South America, those are like the two places you find Enoch in the Bible. In the Enoch that's in the Bible, that's where you find them in the Amazon and the Congo. That's where people go in there and they don't come out. You can't even see through the canopies of the trees there. It's so thick. You don't know what's under there. You don't know what's in there. They still discovering new species to this day.
And then what they say, and like you just said, officer, what they say about Leviathan. Mm-hmm. They say all of those fishermen that go out there, they go out a little bit too far and they never come back.
Bermuda Triangle.
Because Leviathan then came up out that sea and got them. That's how that thing go. That's how that thing rock.
Yeah, man. Hey. Don't want to mess with God, man. God got creatures you ain't ready for, man. God got creatures you ain't ready for. What's that?
Let's get that.
All praise you in the spirit. You in the spirit. I was just going in.
You want to get it?
That's at Wisdom of Solomon, right? Yeah.
I'll read it for you. Where you want to start at verse? I start at verse 17. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form.
So this is talking about Christ. He made the world. Whoa, hold on. Matter of fact, read that again.
That's why I emphasize.
Read it again.
Let's go. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form.
So hold on. So matter is an invention of Christ.
Yes.
Oh, not man. This book was written. Now, hold on now. The wisdom. When was Solomon around? Thousands of years before any type of stethoscope? Is that what they use to look at the molecules and things like that? Before that was even discovered.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The second video is what I want first, and then the one I posted before that is the one I want afterward. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Mm-hmm. Their mind is small, but they're starting to try to think about. They was like, okay, if this world can be searched out and what's in the earth is can be searched out, then This whole like realms of existence that's in molecules. Like if you shrink down, Ant-Man, the quantum universe.
Yep.
There's whole different things. If you just shrink, then there's all of that's around us.
The atom is like a solar system.
That's why I said that God is multi-dimensional. He's multi-dimensional. He's omni-dimensional. So look, check this out. The second, now we're gonna play it because this is in regards to the ark. You got Gauls. Yeah, this show is taking a. Hey, we're not naming it. Who's naming it? Give me that second one. The spirit going this way. Let's go this way.
It's moving.
Let's roll it. Let's roll right here.
Feeling that thing you said about destroying the science of Esau.
Yeah.
Hey, God made matter.
Yeah.
Planet was visited by our
So now
race
watch this. Now this was in Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. So one day we're gonna go into this because this movie got so much juice in it. I'm telling you, the whole series of Transformers, it got so much in it, bro. I'm telling you, so much. We're gonna get into it one day, but I gotta play this because this is similar to what Peliah read. Read that again in 2 Maccabees about the when they try to mark the way behind them.
Yes, sir.
Give me that.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. And some of those that followed him came to mark the way, but they could not find it. When Jeremy perceived, he blamed them, saying, as for that place, it shall be unknown.
It shall be unknown
until the time that God gather his people again together.
Boom. So check this out. Now, so it's not known yet. That means that everything wasn't searched out. Right. They don't know everything on the planet. They haven't discovered all of the earth. Hell, even the ocean. They found mountains 3 times taller than Himalayas. In the ocean.
Mount Everest too.
The only thing is right now it's dark. But when we become godly, then we can go down there and light it up and then see what's really down there.
Yeah, y'all little submarines get crushed up.
Yeah, they have beasts down there that lives underneath that. Listen, you can break, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you go deep enough inside the ocean, you're gonna break atmosphere again, and then there's gonna be pockets of air. It's not all just water. But I'm not gonna get into that. Come on.
Thousands under the sea had a thing like that.
Yeah, they have things like that. Like just like if you look in Godzilla, but a separate thing. So, watch, play this. Give me well, no, that's good. That's good. Play. Now, he's about to give you the same thing like it was with the Matrix, the Ark that we had showed the image of, but they put it in this kind of way, right? They put it in this kind of way with the movie Revenge of the Fallen on Transformers. Just listen to what he's saying. I'm going to play the whole thing. Go ahead.
Mission to harvest energy, the lifeblood of our race. Without it, we'll all perish, oxidize and rust like my wretched self. Do you have any idea what it's like to slowly fall apart and die?
Let's not get episodic, okay? Old timer? Beginning, middle, end. Facts, details, condense, plot, tell it.
Somewhere buried in this desert, our ancestors built a great machine.
Hey, you heard what he just said? You heard what he just said? Run it back just a little bit for the officer. Just a little bit. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Middle, end. Facts, details, condense, plot, tell it.
Somewhere buried in this desert, our ancestors built a great machine. It harvests energy.
Pause. Now, whoa. Listen. This movie, bro. Yo, this movie. He said, somewhere in this desert, they have this, it says energon. It harvests this energy, which is called energon. Spirit. It's talking about spirit. Because the energon is what actually, because you see how tall he is? He would be classified in the old times as a god. That's how big we were. But now we are less in stature.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So, because that was his people, right? So it was like, okay, good. So he said it harvests this energon. But in the ark, they had our tablets that was in there, right? The tablets of stone that Moses had wrote on that God had told him to do. But then God made sure that he revealed himself to us with the ark in place. That's when we always had our power with us when the ark was with us. Right. But once it's taken away from us, we don't have our power. When we get it back, we're going to have our power. So this is what he's talking about. Come on.
It harvests energon by destroying suns.
By destroying suns? So it says, by destroying suns.
Wow.
Interesting.
Hey, also,
that's saying something. But go ahead.
See, in the beginning there were 7 primes, our original leaders, and they set out into the universe seeking distant suns to harvest. The primes set out with one rule: never destroy a planet with life, until one of them tried to defy this rule, and his name forevermore was the Fallen. He despised the human race. But he
now, the thing about this is they show him as a baboon, right? But notice what they call us. We just got done with it, right? Planet of the Apes. They call us monkeys. Oh, go ahead.
He despised the human race. But he wanted to kill you all by turning on that machine. The only way to activate it is with a legendary key called the Matrix of Leadership. A great battle took place over possession of the Matrix. The Fallen was stronger than his brothers, so they had no choice but to steal and hide it.
So now this is where Jeremiah comes in, right? Now come on.
In the ultimate sacrifice, they gave their lives to seal the Matrix away in a tomb made of their very own bodies. A tomb we cannot find.
Pause. So it's a tomb we cannot find. So and it wasn't found until the time of the end. Now, give me the next video. Give me the next video.
Amen. Somebody's reading our Bible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody is. Amulet.
I want to lay eyes on that thing. Go ahead. Lord willing. The primes will be us. But go ahead. Yeah. The primes will be us. Primes are primarily Judah.
We have been watching you.
So then now he's meeting the forefathers, right?
You
But notice the
have fought
size of the forefathers.
Optimus, our last descendant, with courage and
Tall
with
as trees.
sacrifice.
Yeah, shall be tall as trees.
Virtues of a leader. A leader worthy of our secret. The matrix of leadership is not found. It is earned.
Pause.
Oh.
He said the matrix of leadership is not found, it is earned. So we ain't gonna be able to get our arc back until we earn it.
That's right.
We have to put in work and earn our arc back.
All praises.
That's what we're doing. So, that being said, I'm gonna drop that. So, Seer, you dropped something on that ocean comparison. Hey, Khalil, you put something on that called Gaul orthographic.
Oh, they got
Oh, Hydra. I'm sorry.
They got a website. A YouTube
What's that
channel
about?
That does that with the ocean deaths.
Yeah. Hydra.
Oh, that's what he posted.
Yep.
Let me see that.
and
Let me
thing is
pull
heavy.
it up.
It's that one that just drops down in depths and it shows.
Yeah, pull that up. Let me see it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Can I read something right quick, officer?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna read this. Mark chapter 8, verse 24.
And WGI, thank y'all for tuning in again. Hey, you want? Why is it on sale? Thank you. You want to actually subscribe so that way you can see what we're talking about. It's a lot better of a show. But if you need to listen to it, then we appreciate you very much. Go ahead, Sil.
Mark chapter 8, verse 24.
liar.
And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
So if you don't know this history, Christ put his hand over a blind man's, eyes,
Spat in it.
and when he removed it, Christ said, "What do you see?" And he said, "What, officer?"
I see men as trees walking.
That's exactly what we just seen on that movie. So we were that big back in the day when we was in our heavenly form. We were that big. So hold on, officer, right quick.
Oh, well, not heavenly form, not yet. But when we were, let me say it like
Immortal.
You talking about in Genesis?
Yes.
Well, let me say this before let me get to that.
Right.
So we were bigger back then during the time with Babylon, so on and so forth. But as generations went on, we started to get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right.
So heavenly form didn't come just yet. Our white robes didn't come just yet. But we were a hell of a lot bigger, hell of a lot taller.
Right.
It wasn't abstract to see a 7-8 foot man.
There you go.
Hey, how did Noah build an ark big enough with his hands and his children's hands big enough to house the animals of the planet?
And the behemoths.
Right. And those dinosaurs, as I like to say.
Again, science. Look, here's another thing. They usually like to push this thing. There was this devil by the name of Aristarchus, and he likes to push heliocentrism. Now, heliocentrism is when there's the study or the belief that the sun is in the middle of the galaxy. But before Aristarchus in the second century AD, second century, before that, times way before thousands of years, we always knew and had proof that we was geocentric, meaning the Earth is in the middle of the galaxy and everything revolves around it.
Right.
Not the sun. There's no proof of that. There's no proof that the sun is in the middle. Yeah, and then here's another thing. They like to make it like the Earth is a small little dot. The Earth is a lot bigger, a hell of a lot bigger than what people make it is to be. The Earth is a lot bigger. They haven't even discovered all of it yet. That's what we were just talking about. And they try to push movies out there. And then you know what? Here's the funny part. To the public, they say, hey, they discovered all of this, that, and the third. But then on the movies, they tell you they haven't discovered everything. On the movies, they tell you they haven't discovered everything. The oceans, vastly undiscovered.
Right.
The land, vastly undiscovered. They haven't discovered all of what's in the Amazon yet. Right. And that's on this side. Not to mention how big Africa really is. They haven't discovered everything yet. They haven't. Period.
And the proof they haven't discovered it, officer, they tell you when they discover something. They say, we found new creatures.
Yeah, we found new creatures.
Wait, where did you find this?
Right.
I thought it wasn't new.
Hey, that's the cut too. I challenge some of you children to ask your teachers questions. Hey, you know the Earth revolves around the sun.
Be respectful though.
Yeah, be respectful. The Earth revolves around the sun. Oh, okay. Can you prove it? What the textbook says. Let me get on my phone. Hold on.
Yeah. Now here's it. Yeah, you're gonna be homeschooled.
Yeah, if you're not homeschooled.
And here's the crazy part. If you try to tell somebody, well, the Bible says that the Earth is in the middle, they're like, yeah, it's the Bible though. And here's the crazy. They're like, oh well, that's science fiction. But you believe the world started with a boom. What are you talking about? I was like, I can actually prove something that you. The hardest thing for people to understand is because they look for all the answers in everywhere else, looking for love and all around. They're looking for it everywhere else.
Let's clip that.
Yeah, but the answer is right in your face. It's right here. You got that map?
And for those that say they don't believe in Christ, ask them what's today's date. I guarantee. What's today's date, officer? What's the date? The 15th?
16th.
They'd be like, what's today's date? They're going to be like, June the 16th. What's the year? 2024. You just told me you believe in Christ.
Is it based off? What's that based off?
Because the time is based off Christ's death.
Time is based off Christ's death.
Hey, why they getting your picture?
Damn, I ain't getting no bomb. Must not have been that good, though.
Damn.
I appreciate it.
Hey, why they getting your picture? I get a scripture to back you up. It's already up now. Y'all go ahead.
Did that? Let me ask you. Did that TikTok video I had finish?
He said yes.
Nah, because it said they had something about Algeria inside of there. Even the size of Algeria. Go back, y'all. I'm thinking y'all with me. Go back. Go finish that TikTok video.
Yeah, I think it ran its course and repeated.
Did it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, never mind. Pull the map back up. I remember it said something about Algeria was the size. It was surprising about how big.
It said Algeria could still fit like 3 or 4 European countries in it alone.
Okay, yeah, that's what okay, so, all right, good. It did finish it. All right. So, yeah, this is just another map and whatnot. I still think, like, look at the United States. It's not that big. It's not that big compared to Africa.
On those maps, to be lying.
Africa is still, I think it's bigger than that. I'm sorry, I'm not with it. Yeah, it's still, yeah, that's another thing. The map is also upside down. That's another thing.
And the fact that Bishop said it was cold is even crazy. In Africa? As they went lower?
Yeah.
Right.
It'll mess you up if I told you places where it actually snows that they never show you. Right. Africa can get snow. But anyways, let me see. Go to ocean depth comparison, and then we're gonna jump back up to my my other content that I got.
Sir, hey, why he's pulling that? I'm gonna read this one real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 7:18. Wisdom of Solomon 7:18 for that sun. Going back to the sun, right? Because we talking about science, falsely so called. If you got to choose, hey, do I believe in God or do I believe in what man has told me? Because I always argue that was written in the book. That was written in the book. But you let Esau tell you this dumb knowledge. Read this.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 18.
Why is this man on the face of the earth? Read.
The beginning, ending, and midst of the time.
These are things he knew. So he know how this stuff happened. But go ahead, watch this.
The alterations of the turning of the sun.
I'm sorry. The sun rotates?
Dang.
The sun rotates around what?
Boom.
The earth. The earth. The earth is in the middle. The sun goes around the earth. You can also read that in Ecclesiastes chapter 1. It's the earth. The earth doesn't rotate around anything. The sun rotates around it. The universe rotates around it. It's the center of the universe, according to God.
Right.
All right. So
they actually told us if you sit still, you can feel the earth moving. That's what they told us in school. Shit was crazy.
The devil.
Okay.
Yo, hey, listen, man. They have a scripture in Job where he said when he had created earth, he sitteth it upon nothing. Yeah, he sitteth it upon nothing, and then everything else rolls around that. So, anyways, go get the thing that you had, the ocean depth. That. Oh, how'd you post it? No, it was
right
you.
There? Is that it?
Ocean depth comparison. Okay.
It goes into Jeremiah 31, what we read earlier. If the foundations of the deep beneath can be searched out, then the children of Israel will be no more. This is going into how deep the ocean gets.
Or at least what they found.
what they can get to.
Yeah, what they can
get to without being crushed up like a soda can.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that web. This is a dope YouTube site. Yeah, it doesn't slow. It's pretty slow. Yeah.
I remember seeing this.
Yeah.
Sea of Azov, Lake Victoria, Yellow Sea,
Persian
So the
Gulf.
points is given how big those places are. So that's how big the Baltic Sea is, Lake Victoria. You keep going.
Yeah, Lake Victoria is that deep. Okay.
Yeah, this is how deep it is.
Yeah, just let it play while we talk.
This some things men built. The Eurotunnel.
Keep playing it.
Just play it. Is it Persian Gulf is that deep? 90 meters. The meters. All right. Lithuania shipwreck is 93 meters. The Statue of Liberty is 93 meters tall. So that's deeper. We're already deeper than the Statue of Liberty.
The North Sea.
Hold on. Lake Superior. You want to do a quick jump skip?
Yeah, jump ahead a little bit.
All
right.
The oil platform.
Whatever that is.
568 meters.
Damn. And the ocean is still going deep.
Yeah, man.
Well, at least what they found.
400 meters. 700 meters. 744 meters.
Go further. Burj Khalifa, that was the tall building in Dubai.
And we passed man-made structures now. Man-made structures ain't even this tall anymore. These are still the deepest parts of the sea they know. Go this deep. That's a skyscraper way up there.
2,000 meters?
The Black Sea.
One of these is Everest. I know it's gonna get past Everest.
Yep. The Argentina Sea. 2,224 meters.
And Everest supposed to be the largest mountain in the world, right?
It's supposed to be.
The Coral Sea.
Skip ahead a little bit.
Look at that. Oh, that's another oil platform. Dang, it went that deep. Okay. Look at the Statue of Liberty. Look how small it is.
And the ocean, look, Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, just think about how small you are compared to that, and then look at the size of that.
Hey, also, and then realize that they're just showing the depths, not the width of the ocean itself that goes to these depths.
And again, this is just what they found.
Yeah.
In the Mediterranean.
That goes that deep. Okay, they know how deep that goes. The Arctic Ocean goes 5,600.
Skip closer toward the end. Are we almost there? Well, keep going. Yeah, skip. The Caribbean Sea, right?
Yeah, the Atlantic
Ocean.
Wow. I'm gonna get whatever the longest thing
Mount
is.
Everest. Look.
There it is, Mount Everest.
That's what I was looking for. Mount Everest
is that big.
And then you go deeper.
Damn! Wow!
That's the deepest that they got.
So that's what I was about to say. Oh, so they made it to what? 11,000 meters?
Yeah, now watch this. Now it's gonna zoom out. I remember seeing this. Now it's gonna zoom out, I think, right?
1,000.
That's just what they found.
Officer. 11,000 meters is 6.8 miles. That's as far as they've gotten to the ocean is 6.8 miles.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The wall in the kingdom gonna be 1,500 miles.
Woo! Bring it out. Woo! We gotta read it now.
Yeah, it's gonna look like God put a crown on top of the earth.
Dang. We gotta read it now.
Hey, they haven't even flown.
I ain't going there.
They haven't even flown as deep. They've flown further than they've gotten in the ocein.
Yeah.
You go 30,000 in the air, but you can't.
You said it's
30 miles in the air, but you can't.
You said it's how many miles?
6.8 miles, 8.835 miles. Yeah.
They've did marathons and running longer than that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, there's things that he don't want you to know about what's in the water. He don't want them to know. He was like, you can go. Hey, they have even out in space. There's only but so far they can go. They can't get past the moon that well. They have rovers and stuff that they sent out that go far, but I mean, what really are they going to do? Right. They can't go that but so far. So, anyways, good stuff.
Think about Godzilla coming out.
Good stuff. Yeah, I know, right? That Godzilla one. Yeah. Go to the one that I had posted up about 95.3. The Bear, Alabama man executes wife over video game. So now again, they have, and then even with the science, we're gonna go back to that. This is just some of the things we're touching on today. But even with that, right? Even with that, they have biotech that they look forward to. If Esau can have his way, his future will be grim. Like they have this movie. This is how he wants his future to look. 2 shows. One show is called Altered Carbon. He wants his future to look like that, like to be like meths is what they call. Methuselah is what it shorts for, Methuselah. Or he wants it to be like Blade Runner, to where it looks like that. That's what he wants. He wants it to look like that, to where it's just like foggy, it's no greenery, no nothing. And you can, your body could be instituted into a machine. That's what he wants. Garbage, hideous aspect of life. They have a song I found a while ago about one of their own. They was like, okay, there's a hideous aspect, but we seem determined to follow this path to self-destruction. And I'm gonna find it. But give me that. Say, one of y'all talk about it real quick. Let me find this song.
Yeah, I'm still on the sides of the ocean. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, get that.
Hey, pull that Godzilla clip real quick while you're doing it. Oh, you already got your thing?
No, he got this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's go.
Now take a picture and pitch off.
All right. Alabama man murders wife after arguing over a video game. That title alone. I'm covering this story because it has largely been ignored by most media. People need to know the truth. That is just wrong. Here's the story of this man. Wait, he is not a man. I would not call him one. This dirtbag and a complete waste of skin needs to be removed and banned from Alabama forever.
A complete waste of skin. Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what? Video games play a part inside of how you want his future. Video games play a part. Because, by the way, what y'all seeing us do while I'm bringing this out, because the next show we talk about is going to be classified, it's in the game. We're now, because we're going to take a brief intermission from the movie breakdowns and start getting into some of the other stuff like the games and the music. Like, I got a good example about for example, the games, this is one right here, right? But even in the music, they say things that you miss. Like, they have this song. It's not popular by any means, but they say things in songs. They say things. Like, play that song, the very beginning of what I had sent you. Make sure it's turned up.
Let's go.
And it's going back a little bit to what we was just talking about with the science. And this is one of their own professors. I forget the name of the guy. One of his own professors, what he said about what they want their future to be, and he hated it. But look at, they made a beat out of it, but watch what he says. Can you play it? He said, give you a minute. Right here. No, I put it on the show. Armor Guy Radio Show. What we opened with didn't have nothing to do with no professor. What are they talking about? I just put it on Armor Guy Radio Show.
Hey, but about the music, while they pulling it up, Esau puts it's different types of waves also that affect you in a certain type of way.
Yep.
Not just the overt things like the word that's being put out or the imagery. There's ways, like you got the alpha waves and the different ways like you can help you concentrate and study and things of that nature. Esau knows how to manipulate sound. So some of those beats and instrumentals, there's subtleties in there that invoke a certain spirit in there in you. You know what I'm saying? You ever notice you won't even have an instrumental. It won't be a song that you know before. It's a brand new instrumental. You just searching, y'all that do music, you searching instrumentals on YouTube. It's instrumentals that are themed and put a vibe out about fornication. And you have, it's nothing in there it's nothing on the imagery, anything that suggests fornication, but the music itself, it just puts that spirit on you. When you hear it, there's waves in there.
Right.
There's waves in there. It's Esau is crafty.
Like I got another one I'm about to share with you now, right? I got another song I'm about to share with you now that's YouTube. All right, so watch this. Because then we're going to go back to that article. But you got that song from SoundCloud? All right, watch. Play. Give me a volume. I want the whole thing from 0, all the way till.
Let's go.
I'm going to tell you when to stop.
Brave New World is a study of the future as it may be unless we are extremely careful. It depicts a society in which man has replaced nature by science, morality by drugs, individuality by total conformity. It is a hideous prospect, yet we seem determined to follow this path of self-destruction.
So he was like, many view world, and where he said, we replace, go back a little bit. Listen to the words that he's saying. Started from the top, he said, many view world, which is why I was talking about it. They believe, a lot of people believe in science along with Christianity. And the way that they vision the future is always this Rebel Moon, Star Wars, sci-fi, no earth, no living kind of thing. It's always mechanical. Like that's why, and that was the reason why they wanted your brain to think about that. That goes absolutely against what God says the Bible is going to have in the future.
Right.
Absolutely against it. There's no elements that's necessary inside the future that they see. And it's absolutely underneath authoritarian rule. Watch, play it again, watch. From the top.
Let's go.
Listen to what he says.
Brave New World
Many View World.
is a study of the future as it may be unless we are extremely careful.
Pause. He said, Many View World as a study of what it may be unless we are extremely careful. Meaning you can't make no mistakes if we're to get there. Type 1, Type 2, Type 3 civilization.
Yep, we went
right?
into that. Yep.
Go ahead.
It depicts a society in which man has replaced nature by science.
Pause. Man replaces nature by science. We see that happening. We starting to see Elon Musk trying to put Neuralink and then little different things. They starting to come up with robots so that way you can have sex with it.
Oh God.
They doing all kinds of stuff. It depicts a society where nature is replaced by science. What else?
Morality by drugs.
Pause. Morality by drugs. So being moral, that's replaced by the drugs that you use. So there is no morals. The drugs is what's going to help you be moral. Go ahead.
Individuality by total conformity.
Pause. So you can't be individual now. You have to completely conform to the matters of which the society pushed out for you. Go ahead.
It is a hideous prospect, yet we seem determined to follow this path of self-destruction.
Pause. So he said, yet they seem determined to follow this path to self-destruction. Give me the next thing that I had put up there, YouTube video, and then we're gonna go back to the video game thing, because that's gonna be the next show. But watch. Because all of this plays a part, that video game, the music, because we've been into the movies for a bit. Now we're showing y'all the other aspect now. The video games, they want to actually entrap your mind in and then grab hold of that brain and then put it as theirs. Individuality into total conformity.
Hey,
they want it, and they started about games, and then they put music in there. Now look, you got on TikTok? I know you was getting in, but I got hyped.
You good.
You get on TikTok a little bit? No? Yeah, they erase it? I agree. You get on TikTok a little bit? Nope. Tell me if y'all heard this. Now, some of y'all that actually is on home, y'all heard this song, and you feel nostalgic when you hear this music. Watch, play it. Watch, YouTube. Watch. Y'all heard that? Yeah, get on that. Get on the mic. You hear that? You heard this before?
Yeah, I heard that all the time.
When you ever scroll through something and then it's like this nostalgic, oh, I miss the 90s. Oh, when we was growing up, things were simple. Life was better. Pause.
They always do that.
They put that music in there to alter the way you think. Because if you want to go backwards, then you're going to be depressed now.
I was trying to get you.
You fine. I'm not.
Yeah, I caught it. They do it. They do it on a lot of those videos because it settles your mind to make you not whatever they say when that music is playing. It'll get your mind to evolve to it, and you be like, well, whatever they're saying, it's not that bad because that music.
Yeah, you're in it now. They got into your brain. They wiggled into your brain, and then now they got you. They play that music.
I forgot what it's called, but it's certain chords and stuff that is in music that shocks your body, that slows it down to make you go with whatever's being said.
Exactly.
Just like drill music.
And they put that in TikTok. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just like drill music. When a drill song comes on, you can be not. When I say you, I ain't talking about us. Yeah, we gotta play that opposite, if you don't mind.
Okay.
But just look in the world. They can be relaxed, chilling, walking down the street. A guy on a YouTube, he walked down the street. He had a boom box, whatever, well, like a little Beats by Dre thing, speaker.
Damn.
He played a beat. The kids immediately, when they heard the drill beat, before they even heard the words, they immediately went to do the dance because that beat, whatever chords is in that beat, it strikes the body to make your mind want to, that's what happens.
Hey, DJs work that same, I'ma say magic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's spirit in it. But they practicing witchcraft, not the righteous ones we got that do the Wednesdays at 12 o'clock.
There's no righteous witchcraft, by the way.
Yeah, not the righteous DJs. They using the spirit and the music to promote righteousness. You know what I'm saying? But those that are practicing witchcraft, they're using that wicked spirit. Can I get Ephesians 2:2? They're using that wicked spirit from the who? Devil. Dang, you in the spirit. It was right on time. From the devil. The music that the devil provided, and it invokes spirits. Many of y'all have been in the clubs, and certain music changes the entire environment. You play this type of artist, everybody's dancing a certain type of way. You put if you older about my age, and the Waka Flocka era when he first came out, I ain't gonna name the songs. Certain songs played, and if you wasn't with your boys, you had to get on the wall. because it was going down.
Automatically wanted to
Everybody
fight.
linked up the shoulders, and and it was wild.
Damn.
And it was fighting immediately started after that.
I'm gonna let you get your script. It was one of the songs that they did. I was outside of the club looking for a brawl. Every time I remember when I was growing up.
Stomp.
I remember when I was growing up. They had this skate rink that we used to go to, and they used to let you take off your skates and dance out there. And brothers would start going like this with their elbows and stuff and whatnot, bouncing and whatnot. Fights happen immediately.
Automatic.
Nuck if you buck.
Nuck if you buck.
Yep.
All of that.
Over with. But that's a spirit in there. And they showed that in the Clone Tyrone movie.
Yep.
And how they swayed the people with that. But read that real quick.
Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 2.
This comes from Satan. Watch this.
Wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world.
We used to walk according to the course of this world in time past. We used to roll like that. We were just doing the same thing our brothers and sisters out in the world were doing. Watch this.
According to the prince of the power of the air.
They were controlling us with those airwaves, with the media, with the radio, with the music. Who's that prince of the power of the air? Satan. Satan was controlling us in time past, and we were doing what?
The spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience.
Promoting us, pushing us, swaying us subtly to be disobedient to God. That's what was happening. Go ahead, also, you got it.
Hey, go to let me see. Hold on. There's a lot to talk about.
It's a topic.
There's a lot to talk about now. Yeah, I'm going back to the game right now. Hey, go to so for one, I want to skip past the Alabama man executes wife over video game because we're gonna dig into that next week. So
let's go.
Give me the other one about demonic symbols in Fortnite.
You gonna learn
Joshua, listen good. Aiden, listen good.
Oh, you Fortnite players out there.
I remember I talked to him about this just yesterday. Y'all listen good.
You gonna learn today.
They don't want to put no cut sounds on that one when you said that.
Nah.
Ching ching.
When did Fortnite become so dark? I mean, a devil holding an Illuminati sign? Oh, I'm sorry. According to the game, it's the sign of fire. Well, if that's the sign of fire, then what is this? There is no way this is real.
Hey, Falls, that triangle represents the man's head, penis, and whatnot? Wait, what? The bottom part of the triangle, the bottom part of that triangle represents the penis or the phallus of a man. And I forget what a part of the woman actually represents, but it's talking about like
that sounds like the Ankh.
Yeah, it's a lot of this, a lot of the things that gateway that enters into demonic possession and demonic stuff. Like, damn, I'm possessed. Like what we went over. A lot of it, the gateway to it is either religion or sex. They love to use sex to get that gateway into witchcraft, but they have to push it through things like games, music, whatever the case is. Like I'll hit you with one. When we was growing up, we was watching shows like Lilo and Stitch. Give me another cartoon that we used to grow up watching. Ren and Stimpy,
Thundercats.
Thundercats. Every one of the women that was inside of those always had curves and hourglass with big butts. Every single one of them. There was a reason, and even the games that we played, even though they were low pixelated, they try to put that in there just a bit.
Chun-Li and Street Fighter.
Exactly. They try to put that in there, and then what that does is that starts to work inside your spirit, and then as you get older, you start battling with stuff that you never experienced before. So if you're dealing with Fortnite, even with Grand Theft Auto, we gonna get into that stuff. I can't wait. Next week gonna be a fire. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Play finish the thing. I'm not gonna jump ahead. Just play. We ain't even break it down yet because we're gonna retouch on this next week, but we're gonna go into it. But go ahead.
No way this is real. Even when you're just trying to wear something casual, they find a way to sneak it in. And is no one going to talk about this Fortnite event? Supposedly, there was a big pyramid in the middle of the Fortnite world. And above the pyramid, there was this floating demon-looking creature.
And pause. Now, I'm going to tell you what that's similar to. If you can, find me the clip when Travis Scott was over everybody at Astroworld. Find me that clip where Travis Scott was over everybody at Astroworld. That was crazy.
Oh, I'm about to send y'all something about that Fortnite. See, it's crazy.
And WGL, we appreciate y'all for actually tuning in and whatnot. And yeah, we are actually, by the way, we're almost done. We're gonna wrap up in a second. But we're gonna show you these next couple things here. So you that Travis Scott at Astroworld, you have that for me?
About to blow y'all.
Okay, play that real quick.
That looked like Satan.
It is Satan. It was the incident. That's 20 minutes. It was the incident when people started dying and getting trampled, and he was humming over their dead bodies. So they was getting trampled. It was the incident.
Sound like a sacrifice.
It was a sacrifice. But the same thing they're doing it's just they put themselves inside of the metaverse. You know how everybody was scared to actually, well, I ain't gonna ever do the metaverse. I ain't gonna put my body and put my life in there, right? You're already doing it. You're on Fortnite. You're on Grand Theft Auto. You're making your life inside of that. You're already doing it. You already did it. They got you. Got you, nigga. Dang. I want the incident, the news incident that happened when he was in Astroworld and he was singing over their bodies. It probably won't be on the news. It'll be a separate video. But people was getting trampled, saying, "Hey, there's somebody that's dead over here."
Damn! Wow!
Can one of y'all find it? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember that?
I don't know.
Y'all gotta remember that situation. There's no way in hell. That was way too big for y'all to miss it. There's no way in hell.
It might have got posted. Said Travis Scott.
It was a while ago. Don't look like it was recent. Yeah, y'all try to find that. One of y'all talk. Let me find it.
Hey, play that thing real quick. I got on Fortnite while we looking for this.
Let's go.
So we can do. I'm about to blow y'all kids.
Don't divert from the topic. No. Don't.
I thought we were still dealing with games.
Yeah, we are, but I don't want to divert away from this part right here.
All right, we'll wait.
But say something though.
I was trying to pull up that show.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Hey, look. Yeah. This is why we don't let our kids participate in this worldly wicked stuff, man. These concerts. Yeah, I was about to say y'all got it on Instagram over here. Hey, these concerts and things like. Give me Ephesians. I'll read it actually because I know you looking that thing up. Hey, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 11. This is how we got to roll. And you got to teach your kids to roll with this, especially those that's in public school. They're going to want to do these things. They're going to want to participate. They want to play certain games that you just can't let them play. Go certain places you just can't let them go. It says,
I got to read it.
All right.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
You supposed to reprove those things. Like, nah, kid, my son, you can't do that. That thing's wicked. This is why this does that. This will turn you into this. This will make you like that. This turns a young lady into a whore, or a young son into a damn demon. Right? Read on.
Verse 12, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Them kids is keeping secrets from their parents. They not coming home telling they dad what they did at that concert that they stayed out till 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Or that party, or those other things like that, because it's a shame to talk about those things because they're out there defiling themselves. Right. And that's young men too, 21, 22, 23. You want to go out to these areas and these clubs, and there's judgment behind that, which we about to see with this Travis Scott incident. There's judgment behind that. People gonna die. Right. People die. People get STDs, all those things. But it's a sway that makes you want to go there. That's what we're talking about. That witchcraft, it compels, and they target young people, like 25 and down. They target y'all because your mind's not developed with the defense of the Bible.
All right, so yeah, I did find it. Okay. So yeah, by the way, Khaled, I know what you're talking about. I thought about getting it, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for next week. I did see that though, not yet. Give me that video. It's from The Guardian. It was 1 year ago. That's crazy. Y'all don't remember that. That's wild. That was way too big for y'all to miss that thing. Okay. They got something from The Guardian.
They go on and says, teen recounts Astroworld horror. I came to the point.
Let me get why they're downloading it. Is it still downloading? It's good? Okay.
Because they also had, remember on Fortnite, they had what looked like a demon over everybody else playing Fortnite, and it was just watching over them, right? Now, they could be like, oh, well, that's just another player that had chose that actual thing. Okay, sure. Let's say it was another player that was doing that. Why does another player feel empowered to stand over everybody like a demon? And then using those symbols. Let's say it wasn't a player. Let's say it was, or if it was a player, let's say that was a government entity player that got in there, and then they actually did that, so that way whatever got people so anointed to feel like they got to stay in that game for so long, it has possession inside of it. There's a reason why it's so addicting. There's a reason why it gets your mind like that, is because there is demonic possession behind it. It got you. It wants you. Go ahead. I quoted somebody. I'm not going to say that. It has to get you.
It has to be some type of possession on the kids or adults, and what we'll get into next time.
Yep.
Because games only get sequels and part 2s and 3s when it sells a lot, which means it's some possession or something in there.
There's something in there. It's in the game. It's in the game.
Fire.
Go ahead.
Somebody get the tree. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Make some of that small boy right there hanging in the tree right there.
8 people were killed and rushed toward the stage.
Oh yeah, I can.
That's okay with you real quick. Let's do it.
This video is circulating on social media. Appears a show fan trying to alert the cameraman. Stop the show.
There are some people who were just laughing at those of us who were like screaming to get out because they thought it was funny, and they're not realizing that this is terror. We're trying to get out of here. The crowd didn't start out that packed. There was space. We didn't sign up to come here for this.
We are getting crushed as well. Right now, boom. He's not having a post.
We're seeing 2 bodies laying down right behind me. And
it's the craziest
the whole
part.
time I was just
During
thinking that they're...
he was singing over their bodies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He was singing while that thing was still going on. He didn't care. Go ahead.
Security guard was just right next to me talking to another security guard saying that he didn't have a pulse. And that's when I knew something was really off.
Yeah, I guess that's a clear sign.
Yeah, something's off.
The deadly crowd surge took place while the rapper Travis Scott was performing.
Hold on, don't touch him, don't touch him.
Hold on, don't touch him. Everybody just backing up, back up.
Can somebody help jump in real quick? Keep going, just keep this way.
The video shows Scott stopping his performance after spotting fans in distress. He continued to play on, apparently unaware of the extent of the chaos.
This is the part. So that's the part. Now pause it. All right. So that part, when he started to sing right there, after he realized that they were dead, he still kept singing. Now again, whether he realized what it was or not saying that he was like, oh yeah, after somebody dies, then start to sing over their body. It's the fact that the demon on him was like, you know what, I'm gonna still keep singing,
even though somebody's hurt.
Even though somebody's hurt. Yeah. So go back to the Fortnite video I had you on.
That's like, you know, we went to Mobile and the brother got shot and he was dead, and they was like, move him out the way. The shows must go on, and they kept partying. You know, that you see that in sports and all this other stuff. They've been conditioning us like that to feel that way about each other. You watch somebody get injured, it'll be a career-altering injury in sports, get their leg broke or something like that on the field. They'll be quiet, they drag them off the field, and the game continues.
Yep.
Hey, that mentality.
Play.
Right. Then he gets cut.
Now skip ahead to where we was at, if you can. Good. Right there. Play that.
Why you let your kids play games?
Yeah,
with
seriously. He thought that was
like
Travis Scott. It's crazy because it's similar. That's why I pulled it up. Go ahead, play.
Yeah. They find a way to sneak
Once
it
I see
in.
that, you're
There's
not
no one
playing,
going
bro.
to talk about this Fortnite event. Supposedly, there was a big pyramid in the middle of the Fortnite world. And above the pyramid, there was this floating
witches can play games too, right?
creature. And slowly, she would release corruption into the Fortnite world every single day until the whole map became corrupted. And when the whole world is fully corrupted, she ended up doing this in the final event, releasing demons and creatures to destroy the whole world. Do you not realize how deep that is? When I was a kid, I was worried about killing dinosaurs or like some big skeleton. Now these games are all about demons and taking over the whole world. What happened to the innocent Fortnite 5 years ago? You can literally make the Illuminati sign in the game and the 666 sign. Some of you argued in my Call of Duty video that you have to be over 18, and I understand that, but with Fortnite, you only have to be 13 years old. The symbolism in this game is way deeper and way stronger than any other game I have ever seen.
So, that being said, that right there, it got your child. Damn. Your child playing that, it got you. So you have influences, like for example, they have kids that battle depression and is very introverted. You know why? Because you allow that game to be inside your spirit. They have kids that have a problem with following after God's law and then not want to submit themselves to discipline. You know why? Because those video games got your child's spirit. They have children that don't have good grades, or at least they don't want to actually be even better than themselves right now. And they hold themselves back. You know why? Because those video games got your child's spirit.
Boom. It's a false sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, it's a false sense of accomplishment, false milestones, false achievements, false accolades.
Right.
And most of the people that make these video games.
And this ain't even a show. Next week we can go into it. This ain't even. I plan on getting that blade out my closet, the one that had gathered many skeletons.
Can I get that one?
And I'm gonna get it, and then just like Nightmare on Soul Calibers, just so y'all can understand.
It's a video game, kids.
I'm gonna swing that thing, and I'm gonna make sure I get you.
The dodge is a big sword.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get that last video real quick?
Yeah. This is gonna be the last thing that we get.
Pull that dating on Fortnite video.
This is the last thing that we're gonna get right here.
What'd you say?
All praise. I'll save it.
Start at 110.
We gonna leave you on
that's the Fortnite dating one, right? The Fortnite dating one I sent way before that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave y'all on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, because I'm about to blow y'all kids' spot up because they don't just play games to play games nowadays.
And while he's pulling that up,
you know, GTA, you have your own phone, right? Go ahead.
The people that make these games, Officer Pilar, if you notice, the ones that make all of these games, you know, they have video game colleges and stuff. But the kids that make these type of games are the ones that you was mentioning as their childhood, they was depressed. They never did nothing. They stayed idle. Those are the ones that make these games when they get older.
They got the black fingernails.
And you might actually have things in your environment that might make you sad. Whether it be things that's going on with parents, a parent, a friend, a brother, a sister. You might have things that's literally going on in your life to where it's actually sad and you have to come home to it.
No, you good.
But don't fuel that sadness with something that's going to alter your spirit backward.
Right.
You need to fuel it with something that's going to elevate it. You need to fuel it with something that's going to bring you higher, not lower. So what you need to do is stop BSing with the games that you're playing. If you're gonna have anything dealing with animation, how about this? There's an endless amount of things that you can create. All you have to do is just now be the mind to create it. And then rechange the things that's putting them in towards that backwards garbage and give them something that's right and upright. How about that? Let's try that for size.
Didn't David kill his 10,000s?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I would love to see a movie. We was talking about this earlier. I would love to see a movie from Samuel all the way through the Chronicles. That would be a banging series.
Matthew 2:13.
Oh my God. Go ahead. Play your thing. We're gonna end right here.
Let's get that.
Let's go.
For y'all kids to be playing Fortnite, think you slick. So I can't look at Fortnite's your excuse to look at half naked women and some other things. Play that. All right, just jump ahead. I don't jump ahead. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. Play that. Online daters. Fortnite. You can play it on. Just play it. Oh, okay. That's the video pausing. Fortnite. You can date on Fortnite. They're dating each other, so I guess they hang out there dating each other. These could be grown men. These could be little girls. These could be. You think you're talking to another woman? It's a man. Your kid have access to these weirdos. Right. These weird people. I don't know what's going on with that. You could just skip ahead. I just wanted the online dating part.
All right. Hey, matter of fact,
I can't see the words either.
Matter of fact, this is what I want to do.
Take it down. That thing's crazy.
We're gonna dig into it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I do actually want to end here. This is a positive note. Go to the Minecraft. The 2 photos I sent you about Minecraft, benefits of Minecraft. I'm about to show y'all something real quick.
Some modern day Legos.
Yeah, benefits of Minecraft. Still is.
It's got to monitor your stuff, man.
Yeah. So now look, check this out. It doesn't. Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't have to be on that picture thing. Minecraft. Now this is what I'm gonna say. I don't advise that you spend your time all day playing games. I don't. However, there are games that's out there that the purpose of it was for you to learn. Message. People use Minecraft, and at first, before Fortnite became popular, they used to use Minecraft in the same way. And they still somewhat do. But Minecraft actually has an ulterior motive that black kids seem to be ignorant of, but the white, Asian, and East Indian kids know of. Right. One of the things is that when you use it properly and you actually study it, these are things that it can show you. Read that list off for me.
Let's go.
One of y'all.
Creativity.
Boy, it can show you that.
Problem solving. Teamwork.
Because you build actual kingdoms. You build actual things. Somebody built the full-on galaxy on that thing. Damn. They built the galaxy. And you learn how to mix the different elements together that you find within the earth that you have to dig out. Build your house of gold, silver, whatever the case is, right? And you learn what it takes, what kind of soil it takes to actually cultivate plants, different little sculptures and whatever the case is. The beginning basics of engineering, you can use this game as a basic tool to show your kid this is what it is. You can use this stuff to for real civil engineering, engineering. Watch, just gonna say it, teamwork. What else?
Resource management.
The things that you have to know how to use that. What else?
Collaboration.
How to collaborate with your teammates.
Coding.
You know how to code. Learn how to code within there. What else?
Writing.
Learn how to write because there's different things that you can write while you're in there. What else?
History.
They have some things that's historical inside of that game.
Math.
You learn math inside of that. What else?
Engagement.
I don't recommend that one. Next.
Enhances learning.
All the things above.
Geometry skills.
Shape, sizes, and different things that goes on the trig and how you're supposed to put different pieces together. Go ahead.
Learning is not limited to kids.
So, go ahead.
science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
And it just starts to get onto those things right there. So bring us back here.
Wow.
Full screen. So I'm not recommending that you spend all day with that because you can BS on there too. But the purpose behind that game was for you to learn those skills. Right. That was the purpose behind it. Now, I'm not claiming. I think in colleges, they're starting to have courses on that. I think they're actually starting to have courses on that. But I'm not saying that you should do it. My point out of it is you shouldn't waste your time doing something that has demonic activity behind it. You should focus your energies on being a creator, not a user.
That's what a God.
You can buy. If I buy my son a plane, I'm gonna make sure he knows or she knows how to build it. I don't want to buy you an already put together plane because all you're gonna always be is a consumer, something that's already done. But if you get the plane and you are forced to create it, not only are you gonna appreciate it, but you understand what time management is because you had to put time in, sacrifice time out of your day to build it. Then you also knew what it takes to care for it now. You're going to know what it takes to fly it. You're going to know how to maintain it. But if you just buy it as is, all you're going to care about is just the product until it breaks. Then you're going to get another one. Now you're an automatic consumer versus an automatic builder.
STEM toys.
Yeah, STEM toys. That's it.
Yep. STEM
toys. Because everything in there was science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Hey, everybody, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to this episode. I don't know what the title going to be, but we're going to have the thumbnail up anyways for you.
Yep.
So, hey, I may have said it at the beginning of the show, but whatever. So, y'all, we appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm your host, Officer Abraham, and to my left,
Officer Sear.
Whenever it goes, there we go.
Officer Sear.
Right?
Officer Pelaya.
And this has been the
Armor of God, Armor God Radio Show.
All praises. Yeah, y'all messed it up. I don't even care. Let's end it. It's all right.
All praises.
Just get our song, play our song. Tune us out. Shalom, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
That's going live, too. We keep
Most High Christ bless.
What happened?
I don't even know how I feel about it neither, man. Shit just goes on and on, you know. Next thing you know, somebody might try to smoke me.